homegrown athletes and sports junkie. If you got the knowledge, come get you some. Call in, let me hear your thoughts. Sound mad, get your team low. Jerry Jones, cause I'm the ball. Call in, let me hear your thoughts. Credit, Jack, yeah, black on.
Woo, it's Wednesday, and it's 8 o'clock, and you're tuned in to the dopest sports show on radio. It's The Crush, right here on the Sensation Station Network. And I'm your humble co-host, E. Glaze. And with me, as always, televising live in HD, it's my boy Maceo Hurry. What's happening, Maceo?
Hey, man, all this technology, man. Hey, man, big weekend, big week, man. A lot of good stuff going on. We got our guy in the building.
Yeah, man.
Wendy over here in the corner acting like she's doing some work. She really doing some work.
How you doing, Wendy?
Working.
Hey,
still working.
Don't think you're going to hide over there. We got you. Maceo mentioned him earlier. This guy here been working hard. Been here about True 19. It feel like for 19 years, but we got him in the building. It's finally here. What's happening, Kenyatta?
What's going on? What's going on?
We got a lot to talk to him about. True 19 will be going off.
It's here. Sunday. 2 o'clock.
Stadium, 2 p.m.
Gotta be there.
Make sure what topics we got today, bro.
Oh, man, we got so much to talk about, man. You know, of course, we got our intro. We going on right now. Got a hot topic, Clemson. They're at the top of the football world right now. Does recruiting really work? Of course, we're going to talk True 19 with our guy, Kenyatta Watson, man. It's 3 weeks before signing period.
3 weeks?
Signing period is officially 3 weeks on the dot.
3 weeks? They wear first.
What should seniors be doing? We're going to talk about that because they need to know, especially if they don't have anything on the table. You might be shooting bad. Of course, we got our recruiting rundown.
Yes, sir.
Wendy's wisdom.
You guys a good one today?
I do have something today.
You wrote it down?
Yes.
She got everything typed.
Yes.
And then,
I'm sorry, I said wrote. I mean, you typed it down.
Yeah, of course
it's
I did.
okay. All right.
And so, signing day, once signing day is over,
Yep.
We got upcoming seniors, juniors, and sophomores. What should they be doing? They need to know what's going on.
You definitely do.
Of course, we got our decommitments of the week.
Of course.
Yeah, we got a decommitment spotlight on a couple of kids.
Oh, we do.
Some coaching changes have happened.
Yep.
And now some kids are like, again, it's going to go back to our question. Are you committed to the school or are you committed to the coach or the recruiting coordinator? So, man, then we're going to wrap this puppy up, Glaze. So, man, we ready to go.
What number can they call us at today if they want to be a part of the show?
Hey, man, if y'all want to call the show, man, 678-613-5857.
That's our cricket wireless hotline, man.
Yes,
if you
sir.
don't know, from January through the first week of February, they're doing a bucket list challenge where you can go to any cricket wireless retail store and sign up for it. You can get 2 tickets to anywhere, any event in the world. Go to cricketsweepstakes.com/bucket list to find out more. Hey, they're going to be in the building with us Wednesday too, man.
Hey, man.
I mean, Saturday, man.
Saturday.
Yeah.
No doubt.
It's going to be crazy.
There's so much stuff going on. I just can't wait to ask Kenyatta about all these boxes that been coming to his door, man.
I mean, he know UPS by heart now,
You saw a little bit.
Just a little bit. I know it.
Just a little bit.
As long as my 2X top in there somewhere, then
Medium.
I'm Gucci. I'm Gucci.
I got y'all.
I already know. I don't worry about that.
On site, saying I got y'all.
I ain't worried about that.
We'll be in the building, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, so when we come back, man, it's time to jump into these hot topics. That's it, baby. Let's get ready. It's The Crush. Stay with us.
You know you're listening to the dopest show on the airwaves, right?
You're my boy!
It's the Crush.
SSNATL.com.
Thank you, sir.
Marie Callender's knows that you may not have time to roll out dough for a perfectly flaky crust that's made from scratch, or enough time to mix vegetables with all white meat chicken and a homemade gravy. She knows you may not have a moment to crimp the edges of your favorite chicken pot pie, but Marie Callender's does. And when she's done, all you need to do is find time to grab someone special, sit down, and savor. Marie Callender's. It's time to say.
People are always looking to invest in a good opportunity. So what if you could invest in the future of kids, like a stock? Not the kind of stock that's about making money, but a stock for social change, called Better Futures. With your investment, It helps students like me go to college. My name is Charles, and I'm your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. Brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
Marie Callender's knows that you may not have time to roll out dough for a perfectly flaky crust that's made from scratch. Or enough time to make vegetables with all white meat chicken and a homemade gravy. She knows you may not have a moment to crimp the edges of your favorite chicken pot pie. But Marie Callender's does. And when she's done, all you need to do is find time to grab someone special. Sit down and savor. Marie Callender's. It's time to savor.
Okay, so 5 tacos of cheese and a large soda. That's $10,012. Please drive around.
Wait, 10,000 what?
It's obvious you're buzzed and driving.
I've only had a few. I'm fine.
Yeah, the food's $12, but getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Please drive around. Actually, just park and come in.
Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
This is Amar Batman Carroll. You listen to The Crush, the only sports radio show that they're going to keep it real in the A on Sensation Station Network.
Hot topics. Hot topics. Hot topics.
We're going to some hot topics brought to you by Dr. Kevin Dance. If your smile has been coming to you, you should be coming to us. Dr. Kevin Dance has been practicing dentistry for 15 years in beautiful Southwest Atlanta. His office is located at 3752 Cascade Road, Suite 190. Complete family dentistry with everything you need in one office. Call and make an appointment at 678-836-2118. That's 678-836-2118. Maceo, give us the hot topic, please.
So the hot topic today, everybody, the Clemson Tigers are on top of the football world. Dabo Swinney picked up a national championship, beating his alma mater on Monday. A lot has been made about the way Dabo recruits and bringing in a kid like Deshaun Watson and a lot of the other pieces to that class. Kenyatta, is this where recruiting really works?
Absolutely. But the biggest piece, if you've ever been around Dabo, relationships are more important than money. And if you see him interact with his players, they really love him, and he really loves them. And they'll run through a wall for this guy. It's not an act. We went down to Clemson about in the summertime, and we watched them practice. You know, nobody's swearing, nobody's degrading the kids. It's just you just feel the love from him to his kids. And he came over, man, spent about 30 minutes with our boys, just fellowshipping with them, gave them inspirational speech. A lot of places we've been, the coach won't even do that. That stuff goes a long way, trust me.
Wendy, talk about it, Wendy.
I think not only does recruiting go a long way, but what you're doing with them when they get there, and that's making the difference. Yeah, he can go out there and get them, but you got to convince them to stay. You got to convince them to produce, and you got to be able to develop them once they get there to even further. So I think sometimes they go out and recruit some raw talent too, and so that means you got to have a staff that's going to be able to develop them, and that comes from the top down because they put those other coaches in place as well. So I love it.
Talk about it, Gladys.
He just built an environment that's a winning culture, and it's from his recruiting to when they get out there on the field. You saw it in the fourth quarter. Them kids didn't quit. They wanted that championship. They wanted it bad. And got to give credit. 8 years ago, everybody didn't think Dabo could do this in Clemson. They actually thought, who is this guy trying to take over this program? And he was saying national championships.
Right.
I'm going to get recruiting classes. I'm going to do all this. In Clemson, no, you ain't.
Right.
He's done it. And to see what he did with a guy that Georgia said wasn't good enough to play at Georgia. To see what he's done.
Right.
They took a guy to run a wing tee over him.
That's what I'm saying.
Listen,
that's what I'm saying.
They will never live that down bright. They took Bryce Ramsey
over
Deshaun Watson.
Right. A guy they said couldn't play at Georgia, and he's now back-to-back championship appearances, and he's got a title now.
One of the things he has his degree in 3 years.
Right.
Yes. Most importantly.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's gonna be the most important
But
part
again, that's the culture that he's built there. And if you think it's gonna stop, you're crazy. They will have the best facilities. They're opening in a few weeks.
Right.
They will have the best facilities in the country.
Yep. This was funny, Kenyatta, because you hitting on a point about this just not a flash in the pan right here. Every kid that committed to the NFL the other day, from Deshaun, Mike Williams, Wayne Gallman, everybody said, listen, Clemson is just getting started. Don't think that this all it is.
Well, 130 kids on the roster, they only had 13 seniors. So what does that tell you?
And everybody, remember, they have the top junior in the country on the way.
Yeah. Right.
So they got a
He's going to have to sit, because Zary Cooper is going to be the man at Clemson for the next 3 years.
Cool.
He the real deal.
Cool.
He's the real deal.
Jonesboro High School.
Jonesboro High School. He's healthy, and hey, I don't think that commitment's going to last there. He'll be on this list. He'll be on the decommitment list.
Don't put him on the list already.
He'll be on the list.
But when we talk about Dabo, one of the things I remember everybody said last year during the run, they were like, the dancing and all this stuff they're doing. He's like, that's an act. I'm like, listen, if you spent 5-10 minutes with Dabo, listen, Dabo takes time to talk to every kid. I've seen him do it with my own eyes. He the real deal.
My college roommate's the DB coach at Clemson.
Oh, okay. Well,
so
yeah,
I get the real.
Yeah,
and he's real.
But you, like you were saying, Mace, one of our guys bunked with him for a year when he was at as low as Alabama.
Yeah, my cousin was his roommate. He lived with my cousin while he was in Alabama. The guy was a walk. The guy earned everything from the dirt.
Everything he's done.
Earned it from the dirt, man.
And
so
kids can feel that. You can feel it when he walks in your room. You can feel this guy wants me to be at Clemson. Now, I don't want to be number 18 on the drive. He wants me to be at Clemson.
Right.
Because, Atlanta Falcons love Clemson players. We get most of our defense line from Clemson. And that's all Dabo guys.
They got some grown men, though, man. And they young, man. That's what's scary.
When you look at that D front, matter of fact, if you look at the class that he has coming in, the kids who are already committed, not a lot of 5-star, but they're all side. If you go look and click on these kids' highlights, these kids can play football. Right. Not a lot of fluff.
He got two of the best DBs in the country
coming
from Atlanta.
Yeah,
that's coming in.
Right.
So in AJ Terrell and Lee Anthony Williams.
Who probably gonna come in and they're probably gonna compete right away. For y'all long kids.
Both of them. Yep.
Long kids. Yep. Again.
Hey, Wendy, everybody say they see you already. So.
Come on.
But again, when we talk about the things Deshaun said, to have a kid like Deshaun and to watch his track, and you're sitting there like as a kid, as a parent, I'm like, you know what? That's a program I can send my kid to. Yeah. If we're being recruited by that by that college, I mean, you got to take a long look at that.
They play a lot of guys too.
They play a lot of guys.
At the end of the day, what makes Dabo look even more credible is his last 2 wins. Urban Meyer, Nick Saban.
Right.
He defeated both of them.
And then you got to go back to last season. He beat Bob Stoops.
Exactly.
So
he's like, I can do this, man. I can do this, man.
So everybody who thinking that this like a one-hit wonder, that Deshaun leaving and
the Florida State will be back next year, and so Miami's on the rise too. So it's going.
Well, when you talk Florida State, I mean, they played a freshman quarterback who took his lumps, but experience is the best teacher.
Yeah.
He would say what you want.
It's going to be very interesting. ACC say they got something to say. They like back in the day, the Outcasts in the South. We got something to say.
Well, they finished 9-3 in bowls.
Yes, so we got something to say. We come back, man. Y'all heard his voice.
It's time for him.
He looked tired to me, but we're going to put him on the mic anyway. It's Kenyatta time. Stay with us. Hey, Teddy, why is investing important?
Most people have goals that they're trying to reach in life that has something to do with growing their assets. That's a problem that we have in our community because we don't take enough risk to actually grow our assets to meet our expectations.
So how does Parish Capital help me?
I see myself as a world-class investor. I've been doing this for over 20 years. I'm here to bring a transparent, low-fee strategy so people understand what they're getting into when they invest. $1 today is not worth the same as $1 tomorrow. You can go to my website at parishcapital.com or call us at 800-618-1940.
Invest your money.
Ignore the noise, stay focused, and prosperity be unto you.
So, I'm a dog, and I just got adopted by this new human guy, and I'm starting to wonder how he got along without me. I mean, okay, something as simple as walking around the block. He's got this leash thing, and he puts me on one end and him on the other, and I'm just taking him around. I think he's afraid of getting lost. Without that leash and me guiding him along, I don't think he'd find his way back home. But it's kind of cute.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
What's up, sis?
Nothing. Just sitting here reading about HIV in Atlanta and its surrounding areas. Did you know we're number 8 in the nation?
I know.
You need to get tested.
Nah, I don't get down like that. I'm good.
But you are a ladies' man. You don't know who they're with when they're not with you.
If I need to get tested, so do you.
No, I don't. I'm married.
True, but you don't know who he's with when he's not with you.
Oh, you got jokes. He's not like that.
Fact is, no one really knows what their partner is doing or who their partner is with when they're away.
Well, I'll get tested if you get tested.
Cool. Where can we go?
This article I'm reading says the Lifeline Project of CSB does free HIV testing. Let's go there.
Lifeline Project, here we
The
come.
Lifeline Project is a SAMHSA grant. For more information on free testing, please call 770-499-2422 or visit us on the web at www.cobbcsb.com.
Hi, this is Terry Crews, actor, former football player, and father of 5. I'm also an expert on drama. There's the good kind that comes with having a house full of kids, and there's silly drama like the drama around my percolating pectorals. And then there's the drama you can skip.
Skip the drama that comes with not having your high school diploma or equivalency. Find free adult education classes near you and finish your diploma. Visit finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org.
And leave the drama to actors like me.
Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
JBT 700 Miami Circle 30324. It's not a chain, it's a chain reaction.
Invest $49 a month at a real gym.
For more info, go to facebook.com/Jeans Body Tech.
This is Bobby Yoller from the Ohio State. I'm kicking with the Crush on Sensation Station Network.
We're going to the question interview brought to you by Oracy Software. The Oracy team is committed to providing full lifecycle support for developing, testing, and delivering market-driven products. Oracy's motto is when a customer engages one of us, they engage all of us. Go to Oracy.com, that's ORASI.com for more information. We're going to do it anyway, Mace. So give Kenyatta a proper introduction, bro.
Coming to the microphone, everybody, listen. You've heard about it. You've seen it everywhere.
You've seen it.
You kept saying, man, what is this? What is this? What is this? True 19. It's here. He put his name on it, man. He put his stamp on it, man. Hey, a vision that's now a reality. Kenyatta Watson to the microphone. Kenyatta, what's up, Coach?
What's up, baby? What's up?
What's happening?
Can you see the finish line?
Oh, no. Look, and here's why. There is no finish line. Because this is not a 1-year thing.
No, that's what I meant it more.
What you mean for the game?
For the
coming
game.
Sunday? Man, yes.
We know this ain't gonna be the end, but it just
yes
for an inaugural year to be able to do it. We've been hearing about it. You know, you came in to get to this point and know that Sunday it happens, and it's very well. A lot of people are excited about it, man. That has to make you feel. I know you're tired, but a little bit of you had to be like, man, this got to be a good.
I mean,
feeling,
it feels good because, and not for me personally, but the fact that we have 90 young men that are going to get an opportunity to expose themselves to Atlanta, Georgia, around the world, wherever, because the links nationwide, people get a chance to see these kids play football.
Right.
And this is the first time that there's ever been a sophomore game like this. Most people don't, do sophomore games, but the 9th grade has a game, and the U.S. Army 9th grade game. We know about the junior games and obviously the senior games, but there was never a sophomore game to this level.
Right.
So it's been a blessing, getting it to this point.
Good stuff.
Now I can remember the tryout that you had,
right?
And you had kids from everywhere.
Right. 66 different high schools around the state represented at the tryout.
Right. So to scale that down, and Texas pretty much did the same thing.
No, they didn't.
They didn't?
No, they stay too big.
Oh, there it is. So that's why I wanted to ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
We know what your process was.
Right.
How did Texas narrow theirs down? What did Texas do?
Big shout out to my boy Damian Butler, who's listening. He's the Texas director.
Okay.
It was just a lot of film study. He had a staff of guys together that they were getting hundreds of huddle videos per day, and they were just going through them, reaching out. Started following. So, one guy had quarterbacks, one guy had running backs, and they just started following the kids, man, and narrowing it down that way. And they came up with an immaculate list of talent, man. The 2019 class around the country, True 19 around the country, is very strong.
Now, just talk about that for a second. How did you come up with the True 19?
Well, what happened was, you know, I've been telling people since these kids were in the 6th grade that this class was going to be special. So when they got into 9th grade, of our 45 kids that are on the roster, I think 36 of them were varsity starters at their respective high schools day one. So the kids were like, Coach, we're not getting, you know, we not getting the necessary acknowledgement that we deserve. We leading these teams. So we feel underestimated. So TRUE stands for the rest underestimated 19. That's how it came about.
I keep trying to tell y'all this boy visionary, man. I keep trying to tell y'all this boy visionary, man.
So, you know, the rest underestimate 19. TRUE is the brand. 19 is the class that's you know, started everything. And for those people that have been around, you've seen these kids in the 6th grade attend a lot of the top camps. And people were looking at me like I was crazy. Like, why do you have these kids here in the 6th grade? They didn't understand the method behind my madness was, it wasn't for them to compete in the 6th grade. It was for them to learn how to camp. It was the experience. Then when they came back in the 7th grade, because we came back, they learned how to camp. You know, understood, well, you got this amount of time between this drill, this amount of time between that drill. And then when they came back in the 8th grade, they were winning MVP of high school camps. So once that happened, you know, I got with my boy down in Texas, and we started talking about, you know, let's do a game. Let's do a game, and let's put it together, and let's, you know, see how we just bouncing ideas off of each other, man. Like let's do it, and then, you know, talk stalled, and then we started back up again, and then I went down to the Prime 21 event this past summer with my son, and my boy was there with his son, and we just started chopping it up, man. It was like, let's stop playing, man. We're gonna do this. And so we just been grinding it out, man. A lot of sleepless nights, a lot of texting back and forth with him down in Dallas. A lot of phone conversations, you know, reaching out, you know, trying to make everything happen, man, and it's here. It seems like it's crazy because it's like here.
What has been? I kind of jumped and said that it's been a great reception. What has been the reception you've been getting for this game?
Well, I'll put it to you like this: we're putting together a national game, and we have 0 major sponsorship, like no dollars donated. From any major, like nothing, like, and that's what's making it so sweet is that, you know, we're about to pull off this amazing feat with no sponsorship, nothing. So nobody can say, like that big old whale that's floating in the ocean, you see the little fish coming attached to it, just long for the ride. Nobody can say that. Nobody can say they helped us do nothing. That's what's sweet about it.
I'm sure that your phone won't stop ringing this time next week. But anyway, we keep going, man.
Now, you said something that's, to me, a very important part of recruiting process, period. Understanding how to camp.
Right.
A lot of parents just think, let me sign my son up.
Right.
Let me take him to this camp.
Right.
And we're going to get recruited.
Right.
Not understanding that that's not how it works.
It's not. And the biggest mistake that parents make, they take their kids to these camps and they're not prepared. That is the biggest mistake that you see, and you can tell who are the novice kids that are at the camps because they're just looking around like bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. You can tell the veterans,
what's next?
right? Because they're over there stretching, they're getting hydrated, they're sleeping, they're getting up, they're doing the thing, so they know what time to start preparing themselves and get ready. And that's the biggest thing, man. And it's like you got one chance to make a first impression. That's why this game is so, you know, big for us, because I feel like next year when we do the True 20 game, because it will be a True 20 game down in Dallas, Texas next year. Next year we won't have to pay for nothing. We won't have to do nothing. The kids can play for free. That's my goal is to have the kids to play for free. Everything fully sponsored. You know, you just come to your tryout, do your thing, you're selected on the team, and we gone.
Yeah, man. That's what's up, man, Kenyatta. Because when we come back, man, I want to ask you what some of the requirements to get on this team. We're going to make sure people understand that. And just what to expect this Sunday, man. So we're going to talk about all that. So stay with us, man. It's The Crush. Hey, Teddy, why is investing important?
Most people have goals that they're trying to reach in life that has something to do with growing their assets. That's a problem that we we have in our community because we don't take enough risk to actually grow our assets to meet our expectations.
So how does Parish Capital help me?
I see myself as a world-class investor. I've been doing this for over 20 years. I'm here to bring a transparent, low-fee strategy so people understand what they're getting into when they invest. A dollar today is not worth the same as a dollar tomorrow. You can go to my website at parishcapital.com or call us at 800-618-1940.
Invest your money.
Ignore the noise, stay focused, and prosperity be unto you.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Vince Lombardi once said that it's hard to be aggressive when you're confused. Some of us think that taking our lives to the next level, both personally and professionally, is a confusing and complicated process. Guess what? It's not, and I can prove it. My book, Truisms, will show you how living your life by rules that are so self-evident and obvious, you'll say, I knew that. This powerful yet short, detailed bestseller is on sale right now, under $10. Go to michaelmcfadden.com. That's michaelmcfadden.com, and let Truisms help you to the next level.
Adopt US Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
You've accidentally cut your daughter's bangs unevenly. Do you A, line things up a centimeter from her hairline?
Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man.
No. Sweatbands are so hot right now. Everyone's wearing them. Like that basketball player and that other basketball player.
B, get spiritual.
Mom, where did all the mirrors go?
A reflection could never capture our true selves.
Huh?
Beauty is within.
C, look on the bright side.
Less time blow drying, more time texting.
Or D, show empathy.
Mom, you really don't have
Ta-da! Twinsies!
I kinda love it. As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
If you're looking for that ratchet, you're in the wrong place. It's the nation's urban internet station, Sensation Station Network.
What's up? It's your boy Killer Mike, Killer Kill from the Ville. You're checking me out right now on the Sensation Station Network. Make sure you tune in, suckers.
Hey, we're back, man. We're still doing our crushing interview right now with Mr. Kenyatta in True 19. Brought to you by Odyssey Software. Before we left, man, I talked to you. What was the requirements to get into this year's? We ain't talking about next year.
Right.
Sorry, Erica. We're talking about this year's to get into this year's True 19.
Well, you know, we had a tryout, and unfortunately, I think we had 158 kids come. We had 66 different high schools represented, but unfortunately, enough kids didn't know about it in time to make it there. But I have something else big coming up, February 24th through the 26th. We're going to take a whole separate group of kids, 2019, down to Florida, play Team Canada. Yeah. So, I want exposure, man. I want the most kids to ever sign Division I out of the state of Georgia combined, just FBS, was 211 kids. And I think it was in like 010 or 11. Mm-hmm. We're going to break that. We're going to shatter that. That's an understatement. That 2019 is going to shatter those numbers. But, man, I want everybody to get a piece of the pie, man, because it's about the free education for these kids. Football is such a small piece of the puzzle in a big spectrum of life, and I know that the opportunity that a free education gave me.
How many schools you said there were?
There were 66 represented.
I'm talking about overall. You talking about
822 schools that pay for college. So,
one of the things that if people who follow you on social media, and when you talk to the parents at the True 19 practice that morning, the one thing that you say, and you always say, if I hear one more parent tell me that their son just want to play D1 football,
right,
that drives you crazy.
Drive me crazy.
Just talk about that for a second.
Well, here's the thing, and to sum it all up, when you graduate from college, again, whether I went to Alabama, you went to Nicholls State or wherever, when we go for that job, they don't care about that I played in the SEC and you played NAIA or Division II. They don't care. So to take that mindset away, just totally right now. Go get the free education because I guarantee you those guys that play at Florida State get the same feeling that those guys that play at Eastern Washington on Saturday, running through that smoke, running through that tunnel, just an opportunity to play the game that you love again. Because there are a lot of kids, trust me, I get the calls from crying parents, crying kids, crying grandparents. My baby just want to play football again. Really? Well, he got that offer from Alfred State. And he talking about no in September. But now, 3 weeks from National Signing Day, Alfred State's done moved on, and you begging and pleading. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you treat, again, I say this all the time, relationships are more important than money. You treat people, you build those relationships, man, and they go a long way. They go a long way, especially in this recruiting game, because coaches, I'll give you a prime example. A buddy of mine was the D-line coach at Boston College. He just left and took a better position at University of Cincinnati. Yep. You know, he offered a couple of our 2019 kids while he was at Boston College. Once he got to Cincinnati, guess who he called? Let them kids know that they all have offers from the University of Cincinnati. It's the relationship. But they do what they say. Call me every week. Even if they don't answer, still call. They seeing that you calling. Build those relationships, and they will go. They're long lasting. They're life lasting.
And I think you probably answered this 100 times, but your motivation to keep doing this and seeing this, is it the kids that keep driving you to go out there and do this every day? I know it can be taxing. I know you get a lot of
complaining parents.
Yeah, but overall, man.
Hey, it is what it is. It goes with the territory. But my motivation and my passion is the kids, because somebody helped me. My high school coach, Kevin Sullivan, down in Jacksonville, love him to death. He believed in me. He was we had an all-black high school. He was the only white face we saw every day. But guess what? He cared so much for us. He was like a father figure for us, man. And you know, we still talk to this day. And he always told me, he said, there's something special about you because you would always take time to deal with the younger kids.
Right.
And so I'm just still doing this. I'm the same person, still trying to help kids. You know, the education, this is a big business. College football is a big business. And I just want these boys to get a piece of the pie.
And what a lot of people don't know about you also is your Saturdays, where you could be doing a lot of stuff around the house. Your grass probably don't get cut and all that kind of crazy stuff.
Right.
You're between 4 different colleges every weekend. You got a group, somebody else got a group, but you make a lot of this stuff happen.
Right.
Just talk about that passion that you have. Because you kind of hit on it right there, but the passion you have for these kids to get the exposure.
Well, the biggest thing I understand that once you make something tangible for our kids, it's a wrap. Yeah. They can see it on TV. They can see Alabama's stadium. They can see Clemson Stadium. They can see the big house in Michigan all day long. But until they're standing on that field and they get to look up in them stands and visualize that it could be me, I'm huge in visualization. And see that could be me, that drives a lot of kids to go back and say, man, I got to get my grades right. I got to be a good person in the community. I just got to do the right things because I have the talent and ability to get there. So that's the premise behind taking the kids games because, man, I be bored to death sitting in the stands. I don't think I'm on my phone the entire time until a big play happens and I look up and catch it on the board. But it's just for the kid. I want the kids to see the environment and understand the more time that you're around these college coaches, that's the more they're getting to know you because a 48-hour visit, when you take your official visit, is nowhere near enough time to get to know what's taking place with this college campus. But like, for instance, next week, man, we cranking it up next week. We on the road going to the University of Florida. Following week, we going to Clemson. Following week, we going to Alabama. Following week, we flying out to USC. So from now until spring ball starts, we gonna be flying, driving, jet skiing, paddleboarding, big wheeling, by any means necessary to get these kids to these schools. We gonna be doing it.
Hey man, we about to take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna definitely talk to you about Sunday's game, man. So you ready to do this, man?
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's talk about it. Stay with us, it's the Crush.
I am an American soldier. I'm a warrior and a member of a team. I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values.
I will always place mission first.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never quit.
I will never leave a fallen comrade.
I am disciplined.
I am disciplined. Physically and mentally tough.
Trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills.
I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself. I
I am an expert, and I am a professional.
I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the
enemies of the United States of America in close combat.
I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
There's strong, and there's Army strong. See what it takes at GoArmy.com.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Hey, Crush fans, I'm Taisha Fernandez. You're listening to The Crush on Sensation Station Network.
Oh, it's that brand new flavor, yeah. The Crush Recruiting 101, man. Hey, we still here with our man Kenyatta Watson, man, talking about this. So tell us what we can expect this Sunday, man.
Great football. The True 19, Georgia. Everybody says, "Oh, we don't understand." You know, most All-Star games, you get coaches from all around different high schools to come coach. I took a different route. I got the Rome High School, the state champion Rome High School, entire staff to coach this game. They've been preparing 30 minutes every Monday. The coach told me we take 30 minutes out of our day to prepare for this game, put a plan together. I seen the plan, and trust me, in the All-Star games, the most talented teams never win. It's the most teams that are together.
Right.
And these kids are going to be together because that was the importance for me to get one whole staff. So we didn't have to worry about coaches showing favoritism to their kids.
Yeah.
When the offense is down on the other end and doing their thing on Friday, the defense will be on their end, doing their thing. They took the time to research the kids, look at their huddle, know what they can and can't do, put them in positions. I mean, it's crazy.
Now, I looked at the roster from Texas. I mean, I went up and down the roster. They're bringing a nice collective.
They are.
To Atlanta.
They are. Nice linemen. Like we talked about before, the quarterback, Grant Gunnell, he's the number one quarterback, pro-style quarterback, and or number 2 in some publications. Then you got Terrence Gibson, who's the number 1 dual threat in the country. Their wide receivers, Jalen Curry. He has a ton of SEC offers, which is rare for a Texas kid.
Right.
They have so many SEC offers. He's a big play guy. They have a defensive back that nobody knows about. And this is what I'm most looking forward to the game are the names that people don't know about.
Right.
Kid by the name of Devin Butler out of Allen, Texas. Man, listen, somebody better get on that kid because look.
Well, if they know anything about Allen, Texas, they win state championships over there at Allen.
They do. They got 6 kids from Allen on the team.
Wow.
The Jernigan kid, defensive end, man, phenomenal. They're loaded. They loaded. They got a little bit of C4. We got the dump truck pulled up. Oh my goodness. Hey, let me tell you this. We got, and there's no question in my mind, the thing that separates this class, 2019, which is going to make them the best class to ever come out of the state of Georgia, is the line play. We got 4 D linemen. Trayvon Walker out of Upson Lee High School, 6'5", 243, a manimal. King M. Kuda, 6'5", 235, out of True County High School, a manimal. Derek McClendon, 6'5", 235, out of Tucker High School, he a dog. He's a dog. And then we got Nolan Smith out of Calvary Day in Savannah. He's about 6'3", about 225, a pass rush extraordinaire. So our front guys, big guy True Thompson up front, 6'1", 300 pounds, ton of offers. Rashad Cheney out of Atlanta, Washington High School in Atlanta. Nobody knows about this kid. Yeah. But I promise you this. After Sunday, he will be on everybody's radar.
That's my boy Pat Cheney. That's his nephew.
Yep. He'll be on everybody's radar.
That's Pat Cheney nephew.
So, the biggest thing is everybody knows about Owen. Everybody knows about that guy. It's the kids who people don't know. Malik Fleming out of Creekside High School, little defensive back, man, probably got the most swag you'll want to see in your life. Joel Gertman out of Westlake had a big game in the sophomore elite classic game 2 weeks ago. Artemis McCorkle out of Salem. Kids like Nicholas Toomer from Landmark Christian, 6'2", about 185, good-looking safety. People don't know about these kids, but I guarantee you after this game, they're going to be like, wow. And the crazy part about it, we got kids. We could field a whole nother team and go play an entire another state full of talented guys that are not playing in this game.
Boy.
And that's what's interesting, man. So, when you are out there, because you know what was interesting about you, we following young Kenyatta.
Right.
And to see him, is there some type of pride out there? Because you got to tell these kids, even though this Georgia, man, Texas coming up here, they ain't coming up here to lose. They coming up here to lose.
One thing you'll notice that makes this class so special is their maturity, and they understand this is a mission.
Yeah.
And there's nothing else to say about it. This is a mission. Don't be the guys. Don't be those guys to lose. You got one job.
The inaugural?
Yeah.
You got one job.
Yeah. You can't do that, man.
Don't be those guys.
Don't do it. Hey, man, when we come back, let's finish up with Kenyatta.
Yes, sir.
And we got to get something, man, because I got to ask you a question. It's all about their recruiting today. Crew 101. Stay with us. It's The Crush.
Coming to Tampa Bay, I said we want to win a Super Bowl, and I believe we will.
From IamSecond.com.
We came close, but never really did win that championship.
Former NFL head coach Tony Dungy.
At the end of my 6th year, I was fired, and it was one of the biggest disappointments of my life. Next year, I'm in Indianapolis, get to the playoffs, but get knocked out again. And for the next couple of years, it's the same thing. Everyone is saying Colts are never going to win one. And I did wonder, why didn't it pan out the way I thought it would? But I determined that I had to have Christ first, and that everything else came below that, including my own desires. The next year, that ended up being our year to go to the Super Bowl and win it, and it was a wonderful feeling. Every decision I make, I'm going to make it through the lens of Jesus Christ, and He'd guide us to that ultimate victory. I'm Tony Dungy, and I am second.
Uncle Dan? Mom? Dad? If you store your guns properly, so not just anyone can get to them, I'll feel safer when I'm playing outside.
Safer when walking home.
Safer when my friends come over. As your neighbor, I'll feel safer.
As a school teacher, I'll feel safer.
We'll all feel safer.
Your family, friends, and neighbors are all counting on you. If you own a gun, you have a full-time responsibility. When you aren't using it, be sure it can't get into the hands of curious children, troubled teenagers, a thief, or anyone else who might misuse it. Remember, always, lock it up. For more information on firearm storage safety, visit ncpc.org. This message brought to you by the National Crime Prevention Council, the Bureau of Justice Assistance, and the Ad Council.
What's up, sis?
Nothing. Just sitting here reading about HIV in Atlanta and its surrounding areas. Did you know we're number 8 in the nation?
I know.
You need to get tested.
Nah, I don't get down like that. I'm good.
But you are a ladies' man. You don't know who they're with when they're not with you.
If I need to get tested, so do you.
No, I don't. I'm married.
True, but you don't know who he's with when he's not with you.
Oh, you got jokes. He's not like that.
Fact is, no one really knows what their partner is doing or who their partner is with when they're away.
Well, I'll get tested if you get tested.
Cool. Where can we go?
This article I'm reading says the Lifeline Project of CSB does free HIV testing. Let's go there.
Lifeline Project, here we come.
The Lifeline Project is a SAMHSA grant. For more information on free testing, please call 770-499-2422 or visit us on the web at www.cobbcsb.com.
This is big business. This is the American way.
Sensation Station Network.
See ya.
What's up? It's Garrison Hurst, University of Georgia. You're listening to The Crush on Sensation Station Network. Go Dogs.
Hey, homeboy, man, I know you listening. Let me get you back on here. Now, let me call you out again. Hey, we still here doing our Crush interview, man, with our man Kenyatta Watson. Wrapping it up, man, because we got a big thing going on Sunday. What time, place? Tell everybody where it's going to be happening at, man.
This Sunday, 2 p.m., Grady Stadium. Come see the greatest show on turf. Georgia versus Texas showdown, 219.
Hey, man, just, you've been letting them in on it just a little bit. The shoes, the uniform, the uniform's sick.
Right.
How did you designed them? You got the kids together designed them?
We designed the uniforms. Our colors, the white, the orange, and the green is symbolizing the peach, the color of the peach.
Mm-hmm.
The cleats, because people was like, well, the cleats don't match the uniforms. So to school you guys on the concept behind the cleats were the red is for the Georgia clay. The dirty, because we in the dirty.
Okay,
so,
okay.
People was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
okay,
saying? So
yeah.
that's why, you know, they look the way that they look. You know, the color of the cleats are for the red.
Hey,
red
what position you played in?
I was a wide receiver.
God dang. Wide outs, baby. Wide outs, baby. The colors and all that stuff, man.
You know, we have towers. With
that thing got to be way down
right.
knee somewhere. That's why wide receiver ask why what shoe going to look like.
That's
right. God dang.
It's
Dang wide out. Boy, I can't do that.
Hey, and speaking of wide outs, the 6 wide outs that we have for this game, I don't care what anybody says, are the best collective group in the country. You know, you got Jay Sean Sheffield. He's rated the #1 wide receiver in the country.
Kid out of Marietta?
2019. No, he's out of Frederica Academy, St. Simon's Island. Then we got the kid Jaden Hazelwood, who's mini Megatron. He's about 6'4", I've never seen a kid play so angry. Then we got Blaylock from Marietta.
Okay.
He's the smooth criminal.
Real good route runner.
But we got a guy named Ramil Keaton. Out of all those guys I just talked about, he's the one that was first team All-State 7A. Led the state in receiving receptions, receiving yards, and touchdowns out of Marietta. He's Harrison's Bailey biggest target. Then we got Tyreek Presley out of Drew, who's he's gonna make some noise this week. Long kid, got arms, the longest arms ever. And then we got Jalen Roach, who's the Tavon Austin, probably the most precise route runner.
Real freaky.
Ever.
Hey, man, we got a caller on the Cricket Wireless Hotline, man. Hey, caller, what you crushing on?
Man, I'm crushing on the show.
What up, Mike?
Mike? For y'all, Maceo.
Yes, sir.
Man, you gonna post some pictures of those uniforms on our Facebook for us?
What I will do, they on Kenyatta page. I go steal them off Kenyatta page tonight, and I will repost them. I put them on the show page, and I put them on my page. Very, very, very dope.
All custom.
Oh yeah. Are the kids gonna be able to keep them?
Oh, kids keep everything.
Oh. My God,
man.
Please,
they keep
see Mike, man. You see we got these wide outs in here, man.
Mike,
hey, baby. Hey, Mike. Hey. That's what wide outs do, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, Maceo.
Yes, sir.
I didn't appreciate Uncle Buck talking about Georgia Tech last night, man. I can't believe we got them rigorous academic standards, man.
Hey, Mike, y'all, until y'all lower those academic standards, Mike, y'all, hey, Mike, we appreciate you calling. I don't want to say that to you family, but I got to see you at Thanksgiving dinner, man.
All right.
All right, Mike.
What number did he call us?
Hey, man, Mike called us at 678-613-5857.
Wow. Man, so Kenyatta, man, we appreciate it, man, as always. We're going to be down there, man. We're going to be down there.
What time do the kids ride? I like to ride with the kids ride, because I like to look at people's faces.
So we have breakfast at 9 o'clock and a slight walkthrough. Then we'll board the buses at 11:30 and get down. And this thing is structured just like college. So the specialists will go out first, do their thing. So
I got to see y'all.
Yeah. But they gonna look good, man.
I know they're gonna look good. I love the uniforms. I love the uniforms.
You got the white on white helmets, white helmet, white face mask.
I'm just shaking my head.
Maceo gonna need an extra uniform.
Hey, but look, I might get there early, help the kids spat up, half spat, whole spat.
We got about 4 boxes of tape.
Just for Maceo.
Wide out, baby. Hey, we gotta make sure that toe, you get enough toe out there.
Right.
Oh yeah, man. But the way the cleats look, you might want to half spat those because you got that stuff on the writing on them.
One underneath one of the cleats are gold, and the other one's
As
silver.
you can see, man, this is what happened when you put receivers together.
I'm gonna be out there testing everybody's stream. I gotta see your towel not long enough, son.
Right.
I need that towel a little bit longer. It make you look faster, man.
He gonna come out with a tape measure. He gonna come out.
Listen, man.
He gonna take a photo of him and be like, "You like this color? Nah, don't look right."
Hey, you be standing on the sidelines.
Right. Listen, I'm gonna be right there, and I'm gonna be critiquing. I'm gonna be like, "Nah, bro. Nah, bro. A little more tape. Nah, not enough tape."
You know, the guy said the referees that you had on, they're doing the game.
Oh,
we talked in the after the last show. They were out there. We talked. Right, and man, he's bringing the experience that he's bringing is unbelievable. And they're taking this thing serious.
Oh no, clearly. This real. Listen, I picked up so many followers from Texas today by using your name, man. So like I say, I'm be. Oh, I can't.
The Texas folks are coming. They're coming out in full force too, man.
And they love football.
Yeah,
they
excited.
love football, and that's what I think. I want a lot of our parents to really see. Like, I think they love football, but to see, like, say, these people traveling from Texas.
Right.
And they dead serious about this thing.
Oh yeah, they are,
Oh
man.
no, and Texas ain't gonna want to lose no Georgia. I don't care what it is.
Oh no, cause they
Sometimes you just can't control what happens in life. I'm just saying.
I mean, I'm with you, man. I'm just saying. You know, they ain't coming all the way up here.
I know, but guess what? Sometimes it just be out of your control.
Hey,
everybody.
Man, hey, thank you as always, dog.
My guy.
Pleasure. My
we
pleasure.
gonna make
my
sure
pleasure.
we holler at you.
Yes, sir.
When we
My
come back, we're
pleasure.
gonna jump into the rundown. We're gonna take a few snaps first, man.
You gotta take pictures first, y'all.
Stay with us. It's the Crush.
Marie Callender's knows that you may not have time to roll out dough for a perfectly flaky crust that's made from scratch.